Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video marks the beginning of week number 57, this road to 100k realized return challenge. And well, after such an auspicious end of the week last week, things are a little bit more lukewarm to start the week. As you can see here, all the major indexes or the major ETFs that we are usually looking at, IWM, XLF, QQQ, ARKK, are slightly in the red. And as things stand at the moment, yeah, probably it's going to be a quieter week this week, except for the earnings of NVIDIA, which will be announced later in the week, I believe. I think it's going to be a little bit calmer week relative to the last one. And so we just going to proceed with our usual trades. And so I think I made a mistake in here because we had enough buying power even to sell 12 contracts on the IWM, even at this strike price at 232, but we sold only 11 to make room for the 3 puts that we sold here on ARKK. But looking back, I think this was a mistake because now by doing this this split of put contracts, we basically were left with this buying power, which is roughly $6,000, and because of that, this money is not being applied productively. Of course, we could still, for example, sell, put on XLF, but as things stand at the moment, the premiums are nowhere near the level that we would consider appealing if we make the calculations. For example, this one over here, it's offering only 7 cents per share on a collateral of $52.50. It would not be enough to have sort of a rate of return at least of 25-30% on an annual basis. And so this is a situation that I would prefer not to have happened. But yeah, now the deal is done. We have already sold our puts on ARKK. And so, yeah, we cannot undo this deal. We were very, very conservative, I should say, on the ARKK because looking here at the option chain, and even though it's trading at around 76.26, so, and we went way above. We went for the 72 strike price, which at the time had a probability of about 91%. Here, we recorded it in here. So we went quite conservative because it's better if we are not assigned really. We would just want to capture the premium, and even so, we managed to collect 28 cents on a share, and this gives us a profitability of around 25-27% on an annual basis, which is not the best, of course, because we are selling a put which is very much far out in the money. But given the volatility of this ETF, if we really don't want to be assigned, we have no other choice. And so, even if it expires worthless at the end of the week, we still manage to get a profitability of a little bit less than 35%, which is quite good given the fact that it's so far out in the money, and so it's a very unlikely that it's going to be assigned, at least given the current numbers we have at the moment. But we will have to wait and see. The premium that we collected on the IWM was also nothing to write home about. It was only 20 cents, and at this moment in time, we will not be letting it expire worthless. We for sure are going to buy it back and then invest the proceeds on the QQQ. And so, as you can see here, assuming we will buy it back, we will have a profitability of less than 30% annualized. But given the fact that the premiums are pretty much subdued, even for the IWM, after the run up that it had last Friday. As you can see here, and it's trading at around the 30 to 34 range, and so at this point the put we sold is already close to being at 1 cent, and so when that happens, I've already input the trade here, the order, the order. We are waiting to fill it out, and once it hits 1 cent, it will be bought back, and so we will invest the proceeds in on the Qs, on the QQQ. Still, a lot of money will be left yet to be invested, but I think this is the best that we can do at the moment. And hopefully, as we get more and more premiums out of these operations early this week, we will probably be able to sell another put here on ARKK, just to make sure that we have our money fully deployed on puts. But it will depend on to a great extent on the amount of premiums that we're able to collect on the QQQs and also on the IWM tomorrow. Yeah, and so far trades are looking good. They are all the stock, the shares are holding themselves up, and I would say things are looking good for another productive day in the office. Even though, of course, as you can see here, the premiums we collected, 220 for the IWM and 84 for the ARKK. This is 340 euros per day. Yeah, it's quite mundane at this point, but we will see. We'll see what happens. For the time being, this is all. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below, and I'm also available on LinkedIn in case you want to ask me any questions. And also feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will reconvene at the end of the week to start to wrap up this week 57 in this challenge. And I'll see you there.